Fisch bursted onto the Roblox scene recently. It's got 267,000 players right now. Super popular. I enjoy it a lot. Made a few videos on it already. And I feel like even though it's, you know, that's awesome, it's kind of stolen the spotlight a little bit from Fishing Simulator. This game released back in 2019. It gets about 2,000-ish players on average. And when you directly compare the two, there's quite a lot of similarities. So today I'm going to play both of them, compare them, find out their differences, find out the similarities, and at the end of the video I'll let you know which one I actually prefer. So let's begin with Fishing Simulator. I haven't played it in a while, to be honest. Level 31, 48.6k. Your goal is to collect and complete your fish index. So looking at the different types of fish, there's a little over 5,000, if I had to assume, yeah, around a little over 5,000 types of fish to collect. Remember that, because we'll talk about that more when we get to fish. I've caught 140, so I've got a long way to go. How this game works is you fish and you collect the different types of fish, and you could see there's quite a lot of variations. You've got the regular fish, and each fish has 5 different sizes. You've got baby, small, regular, large, and huge. Then you've got common glow, an uncommon glow, rare glow, epic glow, legendary glow, mythic glow, albino, and Midas. So let's start by showing you how the actual fishing system works. You collect different rods in the game. You can see I've got this kind of volcanic one here. I click the button, cast my rod, I'm now fishing. And you can also see the bubbles will pop up when there's a fish. Now, the unique thing about this game is you can actually angle your camera to look underwater and see exactly what fish you're getting. So for example, if there's a certain fish that you want, you can literally just do this. You could just sit with your fish, with your camera, and just wait until you see something that's maybe not this fish. Maybe you've constantly got that yellow and white fish, and boom, you just got something there. Now it's something different. So you don't actually have to fish each fish and then see what you get. That's a feature of Fish. We'll talk about that a little more later. You can actually just wait and have a look and see what the game's going to give you. And you can see there's this mini game here. You just got to keep it in the green. You just got to tap it and make sure it stays in the green. And you see I've got an epic stingray. And as we spoke about earlier, there's special variants of each fish. This is the legendary trout that I got, one of the rarest versions of the trout, and it's pretty cool, to be honest, and that's kind of the point of it. You collect these types of fish, you complete all the areas, you get all of the fish. You can also sell your fish at the merchant. You can get some boats with it, you can get better rods, and you can also get spears. And this is kind of, in my opinion, probably the most unique thing. You need a boat in order to get to different islands. There's different locations, each island gives you different fish, that's pretty obvious. You can't just swim over there though, you need a boat, and even then, if you do get a boat, there's no guarantee you're going to make it. For example, this island is probably the closest one, the volcano one. You can encounter sharks. I was actually quite fortunate. I haven't seen any for quite a while. But you can see we've got some over here. I think there's also orcas in the game. That it might be an orca. And you'd throw your spear. It's a little bit difficult when you're driving. You see we actually have 3 here. You throw your spear and you attack it, you'll get some XP for it, and then eventually if you can kill them, they'll drop stuff and you could sell that stuff. Oh, I just got out my boat. Okay, I just got out my boat by mistake. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I might be dead. I'm dead. My boat's gone. Each boat has its own speed, it has its own capacity in terms of seats, it's also got its own health. So there's quite a lot of customization, quite a lot of variables as well. And of course, you're going to want to go to the different islands. You see we've got 6, it looks like here. There are some others, because there are different like archipelagos. You see we've got Timeless Tides, which has 2. So they are adding different worlds. You can also find sunken ships, which is pretty cool. Different things as well. There were boss fights at some point. There's quite a lot of lore, there's quests as well. And quite a big thing in Fishing Simulator that's just completely non-existent really inside of Fish is aquariums. You have your own personal aquarium which you can put your fish in to basically show off to other people and show your collection. You can see here's mine from a few years back. I've got pretty basic fish in here. There's not very... Is that a rare one? Doesn't look like it. Where's like the special glowy ones? Why don't I put this one in there? Oh, there's a rare one. Look at that. A red glowing one. Of course, just like in Fish, you can just show what you've caught in your hand, but I guess this is kind of a permanent area and you know your fish are kind of safe in here. And you can visit other people's aquariums as well. I believe you can lock them so that no one can come in, but wow, I've just gone into this random person and they have a lot. They've got a lot of really shiny, glowy fish. It's a very fleshed out game. It's pretty obvious it's been around for a while. There's a lot of content here and it's good. It is a good game. Now let's head into Fish, see the differences, see the similarities and find out which one's better. You can see, I think immediately, it looks better. It does look better. It's more of a, I guess you could argue realistic. Again, it's Roblox, but you know, I guess it's a bit more realistic, especially the water. In terms of graphics, this is definitely better. You can see that when I cast my line, you can see there's a thing under the water there, but I can't actually see what fish I'm going to get until I complete this little mini game where I just tap along the screen. Eventually, boom, now I can actually see. And this one, oh, it's got like a red thing on it. Okay, so I should probably try and catch this one because it actually does seem kind of rare. What is it? It's a hexed flounder. I did think that. Look at that. Oh my days. That's really lucky of me to get that immediately. This looks really good. So in Fishing Simulator, we covered there's about 5,200, I think, ish fish. In Fish, this game, every fish has about 400,000 variants. So yeah, I think just like the flounder is more than the entire list of fish in Fishing Simulator. So again, I'm going to give that to Fish because that's incredible. Now you can just keep the fish you get, but you don't really have an aquarium to display it. There's no like area where you can show off your fish. For example, I can flex on these guys. Like, look, I got a hexed flounder. Yeah. I also got the depths key. So I can just go over to this merchant and sell. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to sell this hexed flounder. See what I get. 108. So it's not that rare, I guess. That guy, that's probably quite a rare item. So we covered with Fishing Simulator the fact that there's about 8 locations, maybe a little bit more. In terms of fish, there's 14. 15 if you include the actual ocean, and that's quite a lot, to be fair. For a game that's only been out for a few months, it's already got more than Fishing Simulator. It already looks better. It already has more fish. That's pretty impressive. I will give the fact that with Fishing Simulator, I think the catching process is a little bit more enjoyable. You kind of wait and you get to see what fish, and then you click at the perfect time. You've got to kind of got to have good reaction times to catch fish, because especially with the rare ones, they're only going to pop up for a few seconds. The minigame's practically the same. You can see you just hold it. It's just the fish bar is going to move, and then you're responsible for that big white bar. There's also a lot of items, for example, the diving gear, so you can go underwater. There's a fish radar. I don't have it yet. I do want it. I think it tells you locations of fish. Also got tons of rods, tons of boats as well. Similar to Fishing Simulator in that aspect, but I think there is more to collect and more kind of unique items. For example, like I got a glider today. I literally, like, look, let me jump, boom, look at that. You can see we've got crab cages as well. You put a cage in the water and you wait, and eventually you'll catch something. I think that's really cool. You've got whirlpools as well. It's pretty fleshed out. For a game that's only a few months old, there's quite a lot of content already. I don't think it's a shock for me to say that Fishing Simulator is one of the best simulators on Roblox, because it is. It's an incredible game, but Fish is a fishing game, and it doesn't feel like an RNG game, because it is. It technically is an RNG game. Fishing Simulator is kind of, but it's more simulator-like. But Fish is just really good, in my opinion. It's got so much content. So I don't think it'll come as a surprise to you when I say that I prefer Fish. Fish has only been out for a few months, and I'm sure that, you know, if we come back to this video in like a year, it's going to be in a whole nother league. It's going to have so much content to this game that's just completely different. And, you know, I'm really excited to see what they do next. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you prefer Fishing Simulator? Do you prefer Fish? I don't mind what you pick. Let me know in the comments. By the time you're watching this, there is a poll on my community tab between Fishing Simulator and Fish. So if you want to go over to my community tab and vote for it, then you can easily let me know without having to leave a comment which one you prefer. But if you want to leave a comment as well, feel free to. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We're trying to hit 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're still on course to do it. So yeah, your support means a lot. Do you remember Panic? It released a few years ago. Well, they've released a sequel, Panic 2. I played it for the first time, found out what it was all about, and saw if it was better or worse than the original. So make sure you're checking that video right there, and I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. My name is DMD, and as always, peace out.